Hello, welcome back to BOGO Dojo, everyone. Continuing our second playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
What are you talking about? This is totally the first one. We never tried playing this before, and the recording just crapped out on us or anything.
No.
That didn't happen.
No, not like we talked about anything of that nature before in other videos previously. No.
See, look, you have a timer already. You yourself have a breath timer.
I do?
Yeah. You didn't see it? There was a little 5 on the screen.
I'm sorry, I was kind of fast, so I didn't really see it over the speed of me going fast. Than you.
Paying attention, dude. It's your problem.
Well, if you weren't such a camera hog.
How about a hickey? It's a hog.
That was unintended.
I'm a hedgehog. The camera's on me.
Oh, man.
I'm a camera. Oh, gosh!
Man.
That sucks. That very sucks. That doubly sucks!
You need to put a hedge around you and those people.
Hurry up. So did you set this as your alarm yet?
I've not.
Okay.
Have you?
No.
That would be great. I'm kind of not tempted to do it because it costs $1.29.
Oh, really?
Just to download the song.
Well, I'm sure you could find it somewhere.
Legally?
Yeah. Well, did it come from Sega?
I mean, it's on iTunes.
Did it come from Sega?
No.
Yeah. So in other words, there's somebody trying to... Is that on purpose? It's totally on purpose! I found something on purpose!
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, if it's not Sega, then legality is a bit questionable.
Oh, they're selling it on iTunes for money. Surely Sega would have called them out, right?
Yeah, you think? Are you sure?
Man, is nothing sacred?
No, nothing is sacred.
With the day and age of the internet, nothing is sacred.
At all.
Isn't that crazy? We take things
Oh, that was me being dumb.
for granted so much.
What? Oh, the hammer.
Ah, right. Hammer hurts people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, going in with no rings. Sure, why not?
So I'm actually reading a book right now. Or more accurately, I'm listening to an audiobook. Would you care to hear about it?
I mean, I get the feeling you're going to tell me anyway. So.
Good. Alright, so I'm listening to a book called 12 Ways Your Phone is Changing You.
Okay.
Which is actually, it's very thought-provoking and just rethinking about how I am going to use my smartphone. Yeah, because there's often the perception in our culture that smartphones distract people, and they do, and they can, but they're not necessarily to be completely villainized. It's just one example over the history of time that we can misuse technology and whatnot. So, it's been good. It's been good. It's just making me really think mindfully about how I use it. So.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you got to think of it as all the people that you'd see pictures on the internet of oh, look at the society today, and it's this picture of 10 people on a train all with their heads in their phones or something like that. And it's something to recognize about such a thing is that I'm going I don't know what just happened.
Right.
Is you could make that exact same picture with newspapers.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking about.
It is people with their heads buried in newspapers and doing all sorts of things like that. So it's not really that reasonable to be angry at technology.
Right.
For this.
It's just human condition.
Yeah.
And this time the object of use is a smartphone.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So, now, granted, you get so much more access to information and anything in a smartphone nowadays than you ever could on a newspaper.
Right.
But So one could argue there's more reason to have your head stuck in a smartphone.
Fair. But I also, yeah, I totally agree with that.
Oh,
That could have been bad.
That should have killed me.
Should have, yes.
I should be dead.
But I think it's important to get to the heart of what the issue is, which this book helps me to think about. So
Cool.
it's good. It's good. But yeah, I totally agree that smartphones do give you access to more things than any single piece of technology could have previously.
Does. Bad grammar.
What?
You said smartphones does.
I corrected myself.
Yeah, I know, but you still said it. It still came out of your mouth. Aha! You had bad grammar. I don't know. Oh, that's how.
Are we in first grade?
I mean, I am still in school.
You know what the totally perfect response would have been for you?
What?
Well, according to your grammar, we are. That would have been good.
That would have been good.
I was hoping you would have done that. I would have hoped for your sake so you could get the credit of such a good comeback, but apparently you weren't thinking that.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't want to, insult you.
Missed opportunity.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. You can't even keep a straight face there.
Yeah, I actually listened to a different audiobook.
Yeah.
It was top 6 modern inventions that have changed society.
I bet you smartphones is one of them.
Nope.
Really?
No, not. I mean,
so
think much more generalized.
okay, we're talking like just ever, like top 6 overall inventions. Period.
Sure. Tell me. See if you can think of one.
Okay, just in all of history. Okay, we're going for the whole thing.
And realize, think of broad impact as well. So don't think of any one specific thing, but think of what is something that we have been able to do that has brought large impact into our society.
Telephones.
Broader.
Like just the general concept of the telephone?
Even broader than that.
Broader than that.
Yeah. Oh, that was
top six inventions.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. Let me think here. Of all of history,
you want me to give you one to?
I mean, to get broader. Are you talking like the wheel?
It's that kind of concept, but not the wheel. Modern history.
More modern.
Yeah.
Okay.
The wheel is not exactly modern.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, I think we failed. Yeah, that's why. We hit too many times and didn't do a very good job collecting rings.
Give me one.
Give me one. Glass.
Glass.
Think of all the things that have happened in society because we figured out how to make glass. The heating of rock and sand. You have telescopes, microscopes, mirrors. You have, which has then also helped propel the idea of individuality because people could actually see themselves and thusly get an idea of what themselves are supposed to look like. You could also have the idea...
Oh man, this is getting real deep.
The invention of glass also helped propel the idea, or with the ability to see themselves. The idea of glass has also propelled the necessity for glasses.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was thinking that.
The creation of glasses in society. He's just standing.
That's impressive.
And then also fiber optics. You have the fiber optics is the essentially string making of glass that has allowed us to transport light signals, which is a representation of data over a long distance. Thusly brought upon the internet. And then, of course, you also have smartphones and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The invention of glass helped propel us into all these other inventions.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying fiber optics was another one of the 6.
No,
I was about to say, I was
no.
like, wait.
Fiber optics is a result of the invention of glass.
Oh, okay. So, all right, let me try again.
So with that in mind.
What can you think? Okay, so glass. Man, this gets you thinking.
What are such broad things that have propelled our ability to advance not only just like how we as society like operate, but has resulted in medical advances, technology advances, anything like that?
I'm gonna go kind of broad. Just tell me if I'm going in the right direction. Fuel.
That wasn't one of the ones, but that if you think of it in that way, with fuel is only relevant if you have a system to actually make use of it. We've known how to burn things for as long as we can remember.
Right.
So, I wouldn't count it.
Okay. So not fuel. Man, this is very thought-provoking.
Oh, get that shield. There we go.
Makes you think about the big context of life.
So, I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
As I just said, we've known how to burn things for a long time. That's your hint.
Light?
No.
Like-
So if we've known how to burn things for a long time is not an invention, what would be a comparative?
Gas? Like gasoline?
No.
Gas fire?
Not. If burning has been something we've been able to do for a long period of time, what is a comparative?
To something else.
What is the difference? If I'm not burning something, then I could be... What?
Uh-oh.
Gang. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Cutting. Just a second. Sorry. Okay.
This hurts.
Sorry. Dang it. Okay. Sorry. Once again, my fault.
Gosh, Danny!
Yeah, I know. So once again, if what would the opposite of burning something be?
Freezing something?
Okay. Think of
Refrigerators.
Yeah, essentially. Daggone, no rings. The ability to
Preserve.
create artificial cold.
And being able to preserve things like medicines or food. That
How that the ability to preserve food has created the ability to have food in times when it is scarce, or in places where you only have very select food. Then you have the ability to not only preserve medicine, but also the ability to keep people from dying from like malaria and things like that, because you're able to keep their temperature down.
That, and also preventing bacteria or germs from spreading.
Although that's a different invention.
Well, like in hospitals, how it's really cold, you know.
But it's not because you're cold.
But it's to help the breathing of germs.
That's something.
There's other stuff there, yes.
Yeah, but it's not the coldness is not what causes that. Whatever. I can get into that in the next episode, though. So we'll stop the conversation for right here, and we can get back into it in the next episode.
Sounds good to me.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw.
If you're interested in watching more videos, you can click on the left for our current playlist series, or the right for the next video in the series. Thanks again.